Good morning, everybody. We're going to start with those lovely toe lifts. Right foot only, toe heel rock, rock and rock. So lift the toes, lift the heels. 3, 2, let's switch it over to the other foot. So today, just for fun, we have kind of a Thanksgiving themed workout. It is meant to be a mix of cardio and strength, and it can be completely body weight only, or if you would like to add resistance, you absolutely can. Right foot, swing it, front and back. So hold on to something if you need to. So all the exercises have a little bit of a Thanksgiving theme to them. 4, 3, switch it to the other side. So swing it front to back. We're going to do each exercise for 1 minute, so 60 seconds work, 10 seconds rest for a transition. And then at the end of the 7 exercises, we'll do a short little rest. Good, side leg lift, switching it over. So we'll rest for 30 seconds or so to a minute, and then I'm hoping to get 2 to 3 rounds of the standing exercises, and then we're going to do 2 to 3 rounds of the 4 floor exercises. Switching sides, out and in, and you can make it a little cross, or if you can make it a little bigger, go for it. 4, I'm just having trouble with this one leg. 2, all right, slow deadlifts. So hinge it forwards, stand up nice and tall, shoulders down and back, almost like you're giving yourself a little bit of a thigh massage on the way down and on the way up. Hinge and lift, down and stand tall. So shoulders are down and back in our back pockets. Our core is nice and braced. 1 more. Bring it up, slow squat. So hinge down, stand up nice and tall. So it's still a little hinge, sit, and then push through your heels. Back, down, and lift. We've got 4 more. So lower the hips, stand up nice and tall. Down, 2, up, 2. 1 more. Let's hinge it forward, open and close our book. So think about opening that shoulder back behind you. Here's 4, 3, 2. Bring it all the way up, tap it side, reach it up and overhead. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to do the tap, reach across the body. It's kind of, I like to do a little swing. If you do mobility with me on Fridays, this is one of our first warm-up exercises, and it's always my favorite. 2, hamstring curls, reach, pull it back. You can start low, want to start to wake up that back, but if you can bring it up a little bit higher, great. 4, 3, feet together, lunge it, forward and back, reach and pull. 4, 3, 2, step it out to the side, side lunge, hold it in place, just a little side to side. Shoulders down and back, let's pull the belly buttons in. 4, 3, bring it in the center, cat-cow, inhale, exhale. Head stays above the heart, gentle arch of the back, a little bit of a tuck, up and in. Let's go ahead and bring the feet together. We're gonna step it side to side. Little press backs, starting to get our heart rate a little bit more elevated. 4, 3, 2, bring it in, jumping jacks right here. Press and press. Now you can do both at the same time. You can take the arms out to the side. 4, 3, march or jog, last exercise. Low impact is here, higher impact is here. 8, 7, 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders. Grab a drink of water, walk around. I forgot we didn't do our plank walkouts. We probably should. All right, we're gonna do a couple of plank walkouts because we do have our planksgivings and then we also have our burpees. So walk it out, just hold a nice good plank, and then we're gonna walk it all the way back. If you have a chair nearby, I want you to use that chair. You're gonna stand close to the chair, put your hands on the seat of the chair, keep the chest over the chair seat, step it back into a plank, and then you're gonna walk it all the way back up. So this is kind of, we're gonna do burpees. We haven't done burpees in a really long time. So you're gonna modify your burpee. Or if you wanna be on the floor, great. You're gonna do a step back burpee. Good, bring it all the way up. Now roll the shoulders. Step back burpee, and then you can step or hop forwards. So 7 exercises, 60 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. We're gonna do turkey feather flappers, which are jumping jacks, goblet gobblers, which are goblet squats. A timed turkey trot is jogging, sprints, forward and back if you have room. Leftover lunges are lunges. Harvest hops are jump ropes. Drumstick deadlifts are deadlifts. And then the Pilgrim Pop Ups are the burpees. And you have modifications for those, so you choose what works for you. A plank walkout works just as well. We're gonna go ahead and get started with our jumping jacks in 3, 2, and 1. So turkey feather flappers, if you wanna go, just go for it. You can absolutely just do kind of your little wing flaps. They do this in the chicken dance. I was trying to come up with exercises that were fall or Thanksgiving themed for a couple of my chair classes, and there really aren't any. It's like Thanksgiving is the forgotten child between Halloween and Christmas. But you can do absolutely regular jumping jacks, high impact if you would like to. It is 60 seconds, which is a full minute. So, modify. Do 10 seconds of regular jacks, 10 seconds of low impact, or half and half. So just kind of try to have fun with it. If you want to add resistance today, go for it. But yeah, I was trying to come up with fall themed songs, and all I could think about was the chicken dance. Because a chicken and a bird or turkey are the same, right? They're both birds. Here's 2 and 1. All right, goblet gobblers. If you want to grab dumbbells, great. If you don't, that's okay too. You can take the legs a little bit wide, toes forward or out to the corner. Let's do that little tail feather tuck. We're going to squat it down, and we're going to come back up again. So squat it down, lift it back up. So think about trying to drop your elbows between your thighs or between your knees. We don't want to let them go out, and we turn it into a deadlift and it's past our knees. And it's okay if your goblet squat isn't as deep as mine. This is going to challenge your inner thighs, outer thighs, hips, knees, ankles. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. If you need to, if you're just kind of having an off day, chair stands are going to work just as well. Good, 12 seconds. Then we're going to go for our timed turkey trots. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down if you're using it. Your timed turkey trots, you can just jog in place, you can jog around in circles, you can do forward and back. Just make sure you know what is in your area. And here we go. So we're going to jog forwards, and then we're going to jog back. And again, know what you have behind you. So you can jog forwards, jog backwards. If you don't want to jog, power march, power walk. If you have a small room like mine, it's going to take about 5 steps, and you're going to get to where you need to go. Second and third rounds, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do kind of like a shuttle run or a timed T. So we'll go forward, we'll go side, we'll go past the middle, go to the other side, and then come back to the middle and go back. So we're going to draw the letter T on the ground. So low impact or high. And if you want to, you can jog, and then you can take it back. So every day, a little bit of cardio, a little bit of strength. 2 and 1. All right, leftover lunges. forward or reverse with or without weights. I would say alternate. Here we go. I'm going to do forward lunges today. You're welcome to do reverse lunges, but I'm not sure if we're going to do 2 rounds or if we're going to do 3. I think I might just do 2 rounds because I do want to do the 4 exercises on the floor and get those in as well. And that'll get us about at our 24-ish minutes. So our main body of our workout is usually 24 minutes. Plus with the warm up and the cool down, gets us about a 40-minute workout. So we're gonna get about 2 rounds of each. So 2 rounds of the standing exercises, 2 rounds of the floor exercises. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, harvest hops, which is gonna be jump rope. If you don't wanna do full jumps, I want you to think about doing heel slams, 2, and 1. So you can do regular jump rope right here. Just full jumps, knees are soft, ankles are soft. My heels don't always hit the ground. I'm kind of bouncing on my toes. If you want to, you do fewer. You do a jump and you rest, jump and rest. So with this, you'll do about half as many as you would if you were just constantly going like a pogo stick. This is your third option. It's a little harder to tell, but I'm just doing a heel lift and kind of stomping my heel down into the ground. If you want to add the arms, you absolutely can. So this one, my toes don't leave the ground, my heels come up, and then they go down again. You can do a full jump. You can see it looks like I'm going a little bit higher. It doesn't look like my feet are leaving the ground, but they are. Or full jumps. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drumstick deadlifts. We're working our drumsticks. We're working our legs. Again, with or without dumbbells. I'm just gonna do 1, keeping it simple today. Shoulders down, ribs tucked. Here we go. Run it down, lift it up. And especially if you're doing you're adding dumbbells, you can see my arms look like they're going straight up and down. I'm literally running the end of my dumbbell up my shins. So I actually kind of bump into my knee a little bit, but I'm able to just keep going, run my dumbbell or my pinkies up and down my thighs, touching the entire time and lifting. And if you ever watch power lifters, they wear those kind of unisuits, but they also wear socks. They go all the way up to their knees. And that's because that bar, when they lift it, brushes up and rubs up against their knees and up against their shins. And it goes all the way up. And so they wear the socks. Protect their shins from getting too much friction and rubbing. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Pilgrim Pop Ups. These are our burpees. This is the modified version. Chair, hands down, step it back, step it forwards, stand tall, your time is on. Option 2, step it back, hop forwards, stand tall. So you can do this with the seat of a chair. You can see I'm doing this with a cube shelf. If you want to do this on the floor, you absolutely can. I prefer a little bit of a squat down, step it back, step it forwards, and stand tall. Or take it down, step it back, hop forwards, and stand tall. I don't want you hopping back. Some of you may think, burpees, you gotta hop it back and hop it forwards. These are called safe burpees because we step it back, which is better for our low back, helps us keep our body position. Then we can add a little power and hop it forwards if we choose to. I step back narrow, I hop forwards a little bit wide. Remember, you have the option, chair, step, hop, and stand. Good, bring it in, walk around, shake it out, grab a quick drink. Circuit number 1 is done. We're gonna reset and we're gonna go to circuit number 2, or I should say round number 2 for the standing circuit. And I can definitely tell it's winter again because I always wake up congested in the morning, which is very frustrating. So give yourself a little bit of a rest. I'm feeling pretty good. My heart rate is 128, which is not bad. Breathing a little heavy. I know I'll feel it a little bit more this coming portion of the workout. But let's get ready. In 6, 5, 4, 3, turkey feather flappers right here. So again, if you want to keep it really sticking with the theme, if you want to be here, this is okay too. So you decide if you want it to be high impact, low impact, big, little. This is still going to get your shoulders just a little bit of a safer position. So it's almost like, you know, you can actually put your thumbs in your armpits or on your shoulders if you want to. Lift and lower, up and out. And this one I've noticed that I can't use other muscles to help me out. So I'm really feeling the burn in my shoulders, which you think I would feel it more here, and I don't, because it's more muscles. So this one, my shoulders are really taking the brunt of it. I'm also getting a little bicep in here because I'm squeezing my hand in towards my arms. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Goblet Gobblers. So this is just our goblet squat. I like to hold my dumbbell up by my chest. So here we go, time's on. So it's just that little bit of a tail feather tuck, squat, keep that tuck and come back up. So sometimes we're here and we're trying to squat and we're like, my back hurts and I can't go very deep into my squat. Watch my hips, little tuck, it's not very big. Pull the pelvic bone up towards your rib cage. Try to hold it there. You can see it looks like my back got really flat, and it didn't. There's a curve in there. I'm not going so far forward that I'm here. You're gonna have a really hard time with squats if you have a rounded low back. Just a little tuck, brace, down and lift. And I know sometimes when I get tired, I kind of start to let my core go, and then I start to feel it in my back. That's when you can rest. Unless you can drop the weights. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Timed turkey trots. This time, what I want you to do is I want you to go forward, center point. Go to the side. Go past the center point to the other side. Bring it back to the center and go back. Your time's on. So we go forward, center point, half of the T, back to the middle, half of the other T, or the other half of the T, back to the middle, and then we take it back. So forward, side, center, take it back. So we're almost to halfway, so if you're very particular, you're more than welcome to switch. So the other leg goes first. Excuse me. Take it forwards. Go to the side. Back to the middle, back to the side, center, and take it back. So we've got to do the full T. So if we only come back to the middle, we're only making half of the cap, half of the top of that T. So take it forward, take it to the side, side, center, good, rest. Leftover lunges, leftover lunges. So we grab that dumbbell. We're gonna do lunges, forward or reverse. Here we go. I'm gonna keep going with my forward lunges. They feel okay to me today. I don't feel any problems with my knees. But if you feel this in your knees, check your technique and then, try reverse lunges instead. Sometimes forward lunges, we step forward and then we keep pushing forwards. We just want to step forward and then drop the back knee down towards the floor. Front knee stays over your shoelaces. And it doesn't have to be this big, huge step out here. But we don't want it so small that it's just a push forwards. So think step, drop, and lift. Step, drop, and lift. We've got 10 seconds. We're gonna go for harvest hops. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, dumbbells down if you're using them. Harvest tops, this is our jump rope. Pick your position. Pick how high impact you want to go. 2, and 1. So I'm just doing heel jumps today. So I'm just doing my heels lifting and lowering. But if you want to do marching, this is okay too. So even with the march, I want you to think about a gentle stomp down to the floor. Why do we do things like this? Bone density. So this is going to help us build our bone density. You just have to find a way that it works for you. So strength training, but this impact with the ground is going to help with the bone density in our legs. It'll help a little bit with the spine as well, but really thighs and then a little bit of pelvis. So just that gravity pulling down. So even if you're marching, the walking, that impact with the ground, doesn't have to be running, really helps you. 2, and 1. Drumstick deadlifts. Drumstick deadlifts. So again, shoulders down and back. We do just that little bit of a tail feather tuck, hinge it forwards, lift nice and tall. We don't want to feel our deadlifts in our low back. We want to feel this in our hamstrings, maybe a little bit in your glutes. So it's just a nice good hinge forwards. I try to keep my neck in a nice neutral position. I know some people really have you kind of tuck your chin. I don't want you to do that. But I also don't want it so that you're hinging and you're still looking forwards. This is just like looking up at the ceiling if you were standing. So I kind of look off in the distance towards where the floor and the wall meet. A little bit out ahead of me, a few feet. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, bring it in. We have our Pilgrim Pop Ups. This is our burpees. You modify as needed, even if all you have is a wall. Good, your time is on. You're gonna start close to the wall, hands a little low. Step it back, step it forwards, and stand. Step it back, step it forwards, stand, or step it back. Brace your core. Jump and stand. You can see you don't have to go really far back. This does not have to be a huge jump. So hands, step back, jump, and lift. I love doing this with a chair. Just make sure that chair is not going to go anywhere. That's kind of the big thing, is don't let the chair slide out away from you. So make sure it's secure. Sometimes you can put it against a wall. If you're worried about your walls, I say put a towel behind the back of the chair. Good, we've got 10 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, walk around, grab a quick drink of water. And we're gonna head down to the floor. Yes, you can stay standing. My mom has already messaged me like, did you look outside? I'm like, yes, I've looked outside, and we're not getting anything compared to what a lot of places are getting today. We're not even gonna get a half inch, supposedly. All right, we're gonna be down on the floor or at an incline. Planks givings, we're gonna hold a plank for a minute. Wing workers, that's our push-ups. You can do a chest press or a banded chest press if you're staying standing. Bun burners are our glute bridges. If you're standing, I want you to do a kickback, and it can be straight leg or bent knee. And then the Plymouth Rock climbers are mountain climbers, and if you want to, you can just do a weighted march or an unweighted march. So you're welcome to stay standing if that is your preference for today. Well, let's go ahead and bring it down. And we're gonna go for 4 rounds, or 4 rounds, and we're gonna do 8. We're gonna do 2 rounds. So we're just gonna do your first 4 exercises, short rest, and then we're going to do 4 more. So getting ready for your planks. 1 minute in 3, 2, and 1. So nice, good plank. You have the option to be on your hands, on your elbows, on your knees, or on your toes. You pick. You can adjust it. So hold your plank as long as you can, and then if you need to, sit back into a little child's pose for a moment, wiggle it out, come back, come back to your plank. Now you can be again on hands, elbows, knees, or toes. The only difference between a knee plank and a toe plank is where your knees are. Your body position stays the same whether you're on your knees or you're on your toes. Same thing, your body position, your shoulder position is the same whether you were on your hands or on your elbows. Shoulder is over the elbows or over the wrists. 10 seconds, and we're going to go for push-ups. This is a lot of hands and knees, or hands, so keep that in mind. 2 and 1, so short rest. If you want to do chest presses, grab those dumbbells and flip over onto your back, or if you're standing, grab your band. The rest of us, we're going to work those wings in 2 and 1. So we're going to go for our push-ups, shoulders down and back, down and lift. So we should be feeling fairly decent. Our arms shouldn't be too tired, at least not yet, because we haven't done a lot of upper body today. So standing was a lot of cardio, a lot of legs. This is where we're kind of getting into our upper body a little bit more. You're over halfway, so rest when you need to. Shoulders down and back, push up and lift. Take your time. You do not have to do push-ups for the full minute. Good, 15 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it up. We're going to go for our bridges. So on our back, knees bent, feet flat. Here we go. Let's lift it up into a bridge. Your first option, we lift it up and we hold it. We just kind of hang out right here. Nice, good lift. So check your body position. Make sure that we're not keeping our upper back neutral. So my buns are off the floor, but it's pretty even. I want you to lift the hips up without overarching your low back. So you've got a pretty straight line going from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. Now it's not going to be perfectly straight, and that's okay. Now option 2 is we lift and we lower. First round, I'm just going to lift and hold. I'm going to focus on opening up my hips, getting some height, squeezing the glutes, squeeze the back, helps open up the front. Good, 15 seconds, and we're going to go for mountain climbers. If you don't want to do mountain climbers, if you're standing, you can jog, do that, or that weighted march, or if you're on the floor, you can do dead bugs. I'm good. 3, 2, and 1. We know mountain climbers, but if you're on the floor and you're going to stay on your back, I want you to try to do like a quick jog with your legs while you're holding your dead bug. But your time is on, and we're going to do our mountain climbers. So on the floor, if you can go faster, great. If you're staying upright, incline, you can just do like a fast march as well. So if you want to get that core work in a little bit more today, right here. So I know it's a lot of hands, it's a lot of knees. Again, this is our upper body segment. So it's a lot of bracing, a lot of core, a lot of shoulders. But if you need to keep it slow, this is okay too. We don't want buns up. You shouldn't feel like your top of your head or your forehead is going to the floor. Try to keep it in. And if you're here, this is okay. I'd like to have everybody on your toes as much as possible, but this is okay too. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, short rest. This is your opportunity. Come to kneeling, give yourself a break. We're gonna give the wrists a break. So you can roll your shoulders, circle your wrists. We'll quick run through one more round. So I think what I'll do is I'll switch it. And we're gonna go to 30 seconds, 10. So we're gonna go a little bit quicker. All right, getting ready. We're gonna do 30 seconds instead of a minute. Starting with our, what are we doing? Planks. 3, 2, and 1. So 30 seconds of planks. So find your position. It's half as long. I still want to make sure we get a second round in today. I know this one's hard, but you got it. Remember, modify. If you're standing, incline planks, you're golden. But of course, since we're only doing 30 seconds instead of a minute, I want you to push yourselves and try to do a harder plank variation. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds rest. We've got our push-ups or our chest press, if that's what you're gonna do. If you're standing, banded chest press, incline push-up. Here's 2 and 1. This time I'm gonna try to take my hands a little bit wider. Shoulders down. I'm gonna open my elbows out to the corner. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And now we're going down and up. So when we squeeze the shoulder blades together, we're still bracing our core. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Flip it over onto your backs. We're gonna go for those bridges. Good. Lift it up right here. So your option 1, just keep holding. Your option 2 is you can do a lift and a lower, or you can start to add alternating heel lifts or even a march. If you're doing the march and you lift a leg off the floor and your other hip drops to the floor, double check. That might be the hip that's a little goofy. You might need to work on it a little bit. Build up that strength. 2 and 1. Flipping it over. For mountain climbers, or stay on your back, fast dead bugs. Fast dead bugs, little heel taps. 2 and 1. So drive, drive. If you want to do just a nice good knee drive, go for it. So quick or slow, it's up to you. And I'm constantly looking down at my knees. I need to stop. I need to look between my hands, between my elbows. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it in, shake it out. Walk around, grab a drink. If you're on the floor, hang out on the floor. Give yourself a minute before you decide if you want to go to standing to get your drink. I'm going to come back into the center. I think we're going to start with child's pose. Remember, if that doesn't feel good for you, then I want you to elevate yourself a little bit. So you can do this child's pose variation standing. You can do this with your arms on a chair. So I'm focusing on keeping my arms straight and stretching underneath my armpits. So if it's not comfortable for you to have your tummy pressed into your thighs, if you have a chair or you have a ball, try this and see if this feels better. Or do this against a wall or a countertop. So instead of my arms on the ball, my arms are on a counter. And this might feel better for your knees too. If you have issues with your knees, just reach it forwards. Four, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to pull it forward and we're going to come up into a variation of up dog. So your first option is here. You're going to point your toes and you're going to drop your hips. Your second option is you come all the way down and you're on your forearms. Pull the shoulders down and back. Option 3, you're all the way down on your tummy, resting your chin on your hands. You find the position that's comfortable for you. Good. Bring it up, tuck the toes under. We're going to lift it up and back into a variation of down dog. This time I'm keeping my heels up pretty high because I'm straightening my knees and I'm focusing on my hamstrings. Good. Carefully bring it back down to hands and knees. Give yourself a moment. Let the blood go back somewhere other than your head. Let's lift it up. When you're ready, soften the knees and try to think about taking your heels to the floor. So calf stretch here. And again, for me, I'm keeping my knees a little bit softer. They can straighten, so you can kind of do a straighten and a bend. Good. Carefully bring it down, hands and knees. We're going to do that one more time, and we're going to walk the dog. So lift it up, take it back, and again, we're going to do alternating heel drops. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's carefully bring it back down to our knees. We're going to walk our hips towards our heels, roll the shoulders. Just find a comfortable position here. Let the blood kind of figure out where it wants to go. And we're going to come up to a standing position. So shoulders down and back. Flex your hands. So your fingertips are pointing forward. Your hands are flat, like they are resting on top of a couple of side tables. Good. Let's go the other direction. And let's bring it in. Take the arms out to the side. Reach the fingertips back. Shoulder blades are packed against our torso. We're trying to move just the ball in the socket. So just your shoulder in that shoulder blade. Change direction. Let's go ahead and bring the arms down, shoulders down and back, ear to shoulder, side to side. Keeping your shoulders nice and level. Bring the head up, look to one side, look to the other. Here's 2, 1, bring it into the center, big breath in, spread your fingers, spread your toes, and exhale. Good, one more. And you are all done.